What's going on, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning in to the YouTube channel. My name is Patrick. I'm the owner of the new high-end luxury company here outside of City, North Carolina called Southern Elegance Events. We just kicked that off in May 2024. And for those who are watching this that know me, like, wait, I thought you were working for the other people. Yes, I've been with Southern Entertainment since 2011. And I had the amazing opportunity and have been blessed to go full-time as the ops manager at Southern Entertainment back in fall of 2020 at the tail end of COVID. Now, let's deep dive into what this video is about. It's about what is in and what is out at our weddings that I've been doing lately. Now, this is something that I've been seeing specifically to my area here in Chatham County, Lee County, and some of the surrounding counties, Moore County, stuff like that. I do a lot of events in Raleigh, Greensboro, Winston-Salem, Charlotte, Wilmington area, sometimes Greenville. But yeah, so let's talk about what is in and what is out. I hope y'all been following me on my Facebook page and Instagram page because y'all would have gotten the leg up, as I like to call it, on what is out. So let's start from the top with our ceremonies. I'm not seeing as many grandparents anymore walking down the aisles for the ceremony anymore. They're already sitting up front. Same thing with our ring bearer and flower girl. They're not even there no more. We're not doing as many of them. Usually it's just that very comedic portion where you got the flower dude, flower bro, flower lady, flower chick. That's somebody from the wedding party that really amps up that flower girl moment, as we like to call it. And then our vows. The vows, they are very short. This ceremony portion as a whole now used to be 30 minutes and over. Now it's like 15 to 25 minutes. The vows are just so short and sweet. All my couple says we want it short, sweet, simple. We want to get in and get out because we're ready for the fun. Next is the cocktail hour. Those are also have been shortened down some. I've done first time this year, for me, first time ever is this year. I've done a total of 3 weddings where my cocktail hour was only 30 minutes long, and that was it. So what does that mean? Why is it only 30 minutes? I guess because from what I can figure, I haven't actually confirmed this, but y'all can kind of let me know, is used to the traditional way of a wedding was you can't see the bride and the bride can't see the groom. They cannot see each other at all up until the bride walks down the ceremony aisle. Well, I'm guessing from what I'm assuming, because I've seen this, happen, that's not happening anymore. They're seeing each other way before the ceremony even starts. And the photographers are already getting all the wedding party pictures, the bride and groom pictures, the immediate family members, like the parents and grandparents, they're already knocking out all those pictures ahead of time. So whenever it comes down to the cocktail hour portion, the only thing they gotta do is knock out the pictures for some of the very important immediate / extended family members, right? And our wedding receptions. Our wedding receptions introductions are happening a little bit differently lately. So even if the grandparents were in the ceremony and the ring bearers and flower girl were in the ceremony, I'm not introducing them anymore. They're not being introduced at all. They're not part of the lineup to get introduced or anything. I'm introducing them from the table. So whether that, hey, for the grandparents of the bride and groom, if y'all are able to stand up, if not, put your hands up in the air. Everybody, can we go ahead? Let's give it up to them right there because it was for them. Their parents want to be here, and these two lovely couples want to be here right now. So I'm not introducing them as much. I'm introducing them from their table, and even that is barely happening anymore. And now for our parents. So let's just say that I didn't have any grandparents, ring bearers, or flower girls. I'm not introducing the parents at my receptions anymore. I have done less parents, grandparents, ring bearer, flower girl introductions this year than ever before. It's just the wedding party and the couple. And if I'm doing the wedding party, they're in groups now. So we're introducing all the groomsmen at once, and we're introducing all the bridesmaids at once. So let's get up to your bridesmaid party, and they all come in. Groomsmen, let's go to them. Come on in. And sometimes, if it's a super small wedding, like you got like a guest count of 60 to 80, then usually your wedding party is extremely small as well. I've done 3 weddings this year where I'm introducing the groomsmen and the bridesmaids all at once as one group, just as the wedding party. And that's it. And the numbers, the first one I did, there were like 5 max, total combined was 5. Next 2 were 6. So it makes a lot of sense why I would introduce them as groups. Now, with that being said, it is time for the first dance, father-daughter, mother and son. What's happening? We're cutting those dance times down. So instead of doing the full songs, the first dance, father-daughter, mother and son, we're only doing them for like a minute and a half to 2 minutes tops. Now, that's not something that I think that's something that's been slowly on its way in for like the last 10 years. I've always told my couples, like, hey, look, whenever you're ready to stop dancing with your father or your mother, just give me like a nod or something. And that's when I know to kind of exit out, fade out of that song and go into the next thing. But now it is like they're making a point to tell me like, hey, only a minute and a half, even if that. And now we got to go into cake cutting. Cake cutting is still happening, except I'm not introducing them. I'm not announcing it or anything like that. It is just quietly happening in the background. Yes, they'll pick a song out still. I'll still play this song that means a lot to both the couples and everything. And I'll still play in the background, but I'm just not announcing it. A lot of them just we just kind of want to get to the fun stuff, and that being the toast. I'm not doing as many toasts. Literally, the last 3 weddings I've done, 0 toasts. No toast whatsoever. It's actually been kind of great though. Because whenever you're a wedding vendor, so a lot of the toasts kind of sound kind of similar, stuff like that. The only difference is just the story of a childhood memory or something in college that y'all did. That's really the only thing that makes it interesting. But other than that, they all kind of start off the same for the most part. But yeah, so cake cutting, I'm not announcing those as much. They're happening in the background, and toast. If they are happening, it's only 2 people making a toast. That's it. Or it's just not happening at all. Just like the picture I posted, our garter retrieval, garter toss, those are on its way out for good, I believe. I know right before COVID, I was barely doing any retrievals. I think I only probably did there was probably about 5 weddings that year that didn't do retrievals. And then after COVID, no retrievals whatsoever. But this year has really been the first year that's 0 toss. So they were doing toss all the other times, but they just weren't doing the retrievals. Now they're not doing retrievals or toss. And bouquet toss. The bouquet toss is still happening. If they're not doing it, they're dedicating that portion to a mom or to a bonus mom or whoever they're dedicating it to. And then that leads us into our mock exit. Mock exit, that has always kind of been a thing, but this year's the first year where it has been literally almost every single wedding that I am doing, there is a mock exit. There's only been 4 weddings that were grand exits, 0 mock exits, grand exits, meaning we're waiting to the very end of the night. That's because they booked me and my cold sparks to fire them off whenever it's much darker outside. And you can't really, you can see them even when it's dusk, but to really let the cold sparks work its magic the best is better whenever it's just really dark outside. But other than that is it. So there are the things that are in and on its way out. And if y'all have any questions or anything like that, drop a comment. If y'all have something that I might have forgotten, drop it in a comment, because I would love to learn all the things that anybody else throughout the United States is doing.